Welcome to the Get Sacred podcast. I'm your host, intuitive life coach Melissa Elysian, and I'm here to teach you how to create more money, more love, and more sacred success. If your inner goddess is ready to create a lusciously abundant and pleasure-filled life, you're in the right place. Hello, love. I wanted to share with you one of the ways that I align myself to certain amounts of money that I'm creating. And I think it's really good to have lots of different tools in this area, right? With manifestation, there's so many ways to call in what you're wanting. There's so many ways to align to what you're wanting. And this is one of the ways I do it, and it's so satisfying is why I want to share it. So one of the things that I'll do is if I want to purchase something, and I'm wanting to call in the money so that I can have that, right? I'll make a list of the things that I'm wanting. I write how much it's going to cost, right? With the intention, this clarity that this is the money that I need to create for it. And then I take the time to write out why I want it, and how it's going to benefit me and how it's going to benefit the world. And now when I do that, I want you to know that reason for why I want it is such a powerful motivator for me creating the money that it's really super, super essential sometimes that I do this, because if I don't, then it's just like a number that I just want a number, and that's fine. You can just want a number amount of money, whatever. But if you have a pull, if you have this strong inclination, if every cell in your body, right, if every freaking hair on your head knows why this is so important, and you have a why that really moves you, you can get all of this shit, and by all this shit, I mean energetically, all of this energy in your body aligned to what you're creating. And so when I'm wanting to do this exercise in particular, because I want to call in a certain amount of money for something, I will write it down. I will write my why. I will write my why until I feel something really, really deep, right? So I will start with, whatever pleasure or joy is going to be. Maybe I need to give an example. Okay, what I'll do is I'll give an example for something that I did in the past. So earlier this year, I invested in a mastermind with Rachel Rogers, who I am a big fan of. And when I wanted to make the investment, I was like, okay, I need to make this money so that I can make this investment. And so if I had done this exercise for it, and I didn't, not because it wasn't important, but because I did all sorts of stuff, but I don't remember doing this in particular. But if I did, it would look like the amount of money that I need for it. And then I would have started probably writing, I really want to join this group. I believe in what she's doing. I love this work. I feel like she's a really good teacher and mentor and model for me. I want to work with her. And then I would write more about, and it would mean so much for me to be in this mastermind. The whole thing is to move your business from 100K to $1 million to be able to scale your business. And I would probably write that's so important to me. I would love to do that. It would bring me so much joy and so much pleasure and so much fun to create an empire like this, to teach what I teach on the kind of scale that's creating that income would mean that I'm working to give my gifts to more people, and that feels so beautiful to me. And then I would probably dive in more there's so much freedom in me being able to create that. Think about the things that I'd be able to create in my life. Think about the things I'd be able to give my family. Think about the experiences I'd be able to have, the people that I would get to connect to, what I would be creating for my future, for future generations. And then I'd want to go even deeper. I'd want to go into, oh man, it would be such a pleasure and such a gift and such a privilege to be able to take care of my mom in the way that I've always dreamed of. I can't wait to do it. And probably right around getting toward my mom, because she's like my heart of why I do a lot of things, somewhere around getting into how it would allow me to show up for my family and for the people that I love and for the people that I serve, I would touch onto something so real and so deep, something that really resonates with me, something that can bring me to tears, just imagining it to be true. And that's when I would know that I was done, right? I would know that I was done when I feel it, when I'm so certain about what I need to create and why, that there's no doubt in my mind that I'm going to do it and I'm going to make it happen. And I want you to try this exercise on, because if you're wanting to create, you need a strong pull. And the strong pull doesn't have to be about other people, right? In this instance, I did make it about my family, and I know that's real for me, but the strong pull could be you, and your strong pull could just be desire and joy and bliss, whatever brings you to a state of just sheer knowing this has to happen because my why for doing this is so important to me. It matters so much. It's so beautiful that I have to create it. Then you will have let every cell in your body know why this is happening so that it can align to that. And that can create a really, really powerful shift for you. So I offer that if you're wanting to call in a certain amount for a particular thing that you want, that you do this exercise. Sometimes when I do it, I think of every single thing that I'm wanting to get. Not every single thing, but like all of these bigger items that are on my mind of creating, I will do this exercise so that I get aligned with this. Like, this has to happen. And this has to happen because it's so beautiful. It has to happen because it's so wonderful. It's so filled with love that how dare I not make it happen? I'm aligning to how deep and how real and how pure my desire for what I'm trying to create is, that everything inside me aligns to the fact that this is a must. It has to happen because it's just too good to not let it happen. It's just too beautiful. Okay, I hope that is helpful for you. I would love to hear what comes out of that. It's a really powerful manifesting tool to know your why and to make sure that you're grounded in it regularly. So maybe you do it once for a particular thing, or maybe you revisit it over and over again so that you're wired, so you become more and more in alignment with what you're creating and why. All right. I love you. Bye. Hey, open enrollment for my new program, Sacred Money, opens on Monday. So in this new program, I've pulled together everything that I've learned about manifestation and everything that I've learned about self-worth and just having a deep understanding about the call to be a really powerful manifester and powerful divine being on this planet, and how much so that's related to being in a place where you know that you can create and control that part of your destiny. And so I created this program because of my own love and worship for our ability to create what we want, but also out of the sheer, it's so easy for me to see right now that there's a really strong call for us to rise up in a really big way, right? When we are able to call in the financial stability and abundance that we're wanting, it means positive things for ourselves, it means positive things for our families, and it means positive things for the world. And I think the world is really calling us to do that right now. And so on Monday, open enrollment starts for Sacred Money, and that's when you'll be able to find out all the details of what's going on in that program, what it looks like, what it's going to feel like, what it's going to be like, and how it can totally rock your world and change your financial destiny. I'm really excited to share it with you. I can't wait to let you inside. All right, stay in touch.